protect the world from devastation. This is the part where you come in. One more time. To protect the world from devastation. To unite all peoples within our nation. To unite all people. It's okay, maybe you'll get the next one, okay? To denounce the evils of truth and love. Seriously. To the stars. You don't even know the Team Rocket motto. And you say you want to be a Team Rocket member. That's a joke. A joke. Lucky for you. You are here for the recruitment interview with none other than half of the infamous duo, Jessie and James. Remember, only one half. James is doing business elsewhere. Oh yes, and Meowth, that's right. You show up here, unprepared to even do the simplest of tasks, which is our motto. You've already failed the first task, the first quest, the first answer question test. It's not looking good for you, no. Now let's just take a good, hard look at you. I just want to see if you are Team Rocket material. Let's see. Oh, yes, okay, interesting. Yes, let me take a look over here. Let me take a look and see if you're the right material for the job. Let's see if you are Team Rocket material. Okay, you do feel like Team Rocket material. I hate to break it to you, future Grunt, but you will not be getting a uniform quite like this, no. This uniform is for the elite Team Rocket, and you will just be a lowly Grunt. You'll be wearing black and red. I see it in your future, if you passed your tests. So, don't know the motto? Let's begin the paperwork at least. I'm going to give you a fair shot. Because I have a good heart, okay? And I understand you have turned to a life of crime for one reason or another. And I respect that about you. Yes. We've all been down that road. And your road is perhaps just beginning. Let me go get my clipboard and I'll be right back. In the meantime, practice the motto. Double trouble. You understand? To protect the world from devastation, to unite all peoples within our nation, to denounce the evils of truth and love. You understand? Okay, practice it, memorize it, because you and your partner will be saying it a lot. Understood? A lot. Well, of course, how else will people know who you are? Undercover, that's a joke. Be right back. Alright, I'm back. Do you have it memorized? We'll test that later. Now, I have with me a very, very professional form, as you can see. Team Rocket recruitment form. Very official. Let's begin with the simple questions. Like, What is your name? Yes. Last name? Okay. Your age. We do make sure that everyone is legal age to join a evil organization. We are quite rigorous in checking that. I cannot promise you that the other evil teams of the different regions have such strict protocols, but we hold ourselves to a higher standard here at Team Rocket. So what is your age? Are you sure? Can I see some ID? Yes, just stick it out, just stick it out. Right. Okay. Now, if I can please see your address, so you can just tell it to me, we will be mailing your test results to you. Yes, again, very official. This is going to go through several different other recruiters to make sure that, again, you are Team Rocket material. And right now, you do look like your Team Rocket material. You feel like your Team Rocket material. But I am only one person. You understand? It has to go through many different people. And if they say mostly yes, well, then you are in. If they say mostly no, that means you are out. So your address, if you'd be so kind. Okay. Your zip code. Okay. It's pretty near here. Okay. Wonderful. Now, this is very important, this next question. So think about it very hard. Do you have any past criminal activity? No. It is encouraged that you have a past criminal record. We actually take that as a good sign. So if you can just let me know if you've been in trouble for any sorts of thing. Yep, even jaywalking. Very nice. My. Anything else? You are already looking quite good for this organization, I must say, despite not knowing the motto. Alright, your next question. Any preferred starter Pokemon? Excuse me. Come again. Do I look like a Professor Oak to you? A Professor Juniper, by chance? A Professor Sycamore? Do you think I'm just going to hand you a Charmander? A Bulbasaur? A Squirtle? No, this is Team Rocket. I thought you knew our starter Pokemon. Granted, it changes region by region, but maybe you need a refresher. Understood? I can't believe you just said that. You want a meow? A meow. Again, that is elite. Elite. I will have to remind you that Giovanni himself, Giovanni, the big boss, the big man, he has a Persian who he loves, who he adores. So the fact that you think you can just start out as a grunt with a meow, the scandal. No. I will let this slide and show you your preferred options. Granted, these are not all the options. These are just the options that I have on hand, you understand? Good. And I feel like it bears repeating, and they should have told you up front when you signed up for the recruitment that our whole goal is to steal Pokemon. Understood? We do not capture Pokemon. We steal other people's Pokemon and give it to the boss. Yes. So, just know that you do not capture any more Pokemon. No. If you want more Pokemon, you steal them. Do I make myself clear? Do I make myself crystal clear? Crystal clear. Good. Now let me go get your options. Be right back. For your first option, are you ready? We have the lovable, the slightly sticky, very, very sticky Grammar. This is the Cantonian version. We do not use the Alolan versions. No, that's too colourful for us. We want a normal grammar. Look at his little face. Isn't it so cute? I beg your pardon? Did you just say this is a face only a mother could love? Well, consider me a mama, because this is a face that I love. Look at him. So cute. But maybe Grimer is not the one for you. I understand. Let's see what else I have. I have to take off my gloves. Your next option. A lovable, blind, humble little bat. I know some people think of them as an annoyance. I have heard by many trainers across the globe that every time they go into a cave, they can't step 3 steps, 3 tiles, some might say, without stepping on one of these. And I say, jolly good for them, because that is something I too would like to step in every 3 steps. They screech. They screech a lot, but they'll screech with love for you. Not a bad person, I can see that. What about its evolution? We do have one in stock. A Golbat. I understand that some people find its mouth very, very scary. They ask themselves, why does it open up so wide? What's it trying to eat? What's it trying to hide? And I think it's all part of its charm. Now, I will humbly remind you, we do not evolve the Golbat past that. If you are thinking Crobat is in your future, put that thought out of your mind, because Golbat only evolves with love and friendship. And we don't do that here. No. It is every man and woman and Pokemon for themselves. So this is as far as you go. No Crobats, just Golbats. Now perhaps you are looking for something a little bit more fluffy, a little bit cuter. Then may I humbly introduce you to Poochyena. But be careful, this one likes to bite. At your heels a lot. It's unruly, it will not listen to you, and it will be everywhere. So you do have to deal with that. And it tends to have a very severe, under or over bite. It's either one or the other. You don't ever get a normal looking Poochyena. And its eyes are red. Great for seeing in the dark. So if you're planning on hunting twerps in the middle of the night, well, this might be good for you, but it is scary if it looks at you at night. I'm going to be honest. It will stare at you with those little bitty eyes. And you do have to get over that. Too many negatives, I understand. This is much too elegant for you. No. Ooh, now this is a fan favorite, and a favorite of mine, I might add. So if you have class, if you have a je ne sais quoi, that's French for being the best. Do not interrupt me. I know what it means. You don't know what it means. I know what it means. Do not correct me. Do not interrupt me while I'm trying to introduce you to your lifelong partner. Goodness, that's another strike against you. I'm going to make a note of that. But your next one, again, fan favorite, is Sevap. I know it's not as well known nor as loved as Akans and Charbok. That's how it says its name. I find it very cute. It's probably because of its lisp, because of the teeth. You know, the little teeth. It's actually pronounced Arbok, but... Anyway, we have a Sevaipa. Very poisonous. Very deadly. Very... Well, this is it. It doesn't evolve. This is what you're left with. So if you're a fan of snakes and, aren't looking for anything extra, this is a good companion. Take it from someone who has had one and truly adored it. This could be a good one. Just saying. And last but not least, the most feared, the most deadly, the most evil Pokemon ever, in any region, anywhere, anytime. We have the horrifying, the terrifying Inkay. Don't let this face fool you. Don't let it fool you. I understand it looks very sweet. It looks very delicate. It looks very squishy. So very, very squishy. I understand. But this Pokemon, it'll evolve only when flipped upside down. So keep that in mind. Trust me. I had one and I kept waiting for it to evolve ages and ages. I waited for this guy to evolve, and it turns out you actually have to physically take your Inkay, shake it, and flip it upside down, and then you can evolve it. I didn't know that. I don't normally manhandle my Pokemon. I manhandle other people's Pokemon, so remember this. Don't be like me. Anyway, it evolves into the horrifying Malamar. And I know, we don't have one in stock because they are truly evil. So most of us jump at the chance to have a Malamar. Obviously, we're an evil organization. But we do have one in stock. And Malamar is known for rewriting other people and their personality, their very thoughts, their very inner being can be erased and taken over by such a Pokemon with its psychic powers. So truly a fearsome thing to behold. And we do have one, just one in stock. But remember, you do have to flip it. You have to flip it. My. You would like the Inkay? Quite deep, lovey. I will make a note of that. That is a good sign. That is a good sign. Alright, let me write that Inkay down. Did any other starter Pokemon catch your little eye? No? Okay. Top one to please, I see. Now time for the question portion. This is very important, so remember, answer honestly, but answer correctly. Every question you get wrong, well, that's a mark against you. And being against you means you don't get to join our humble little evil organization. First question. You have tracked a group of twerps through the woods. How do you go about stealing their Pokemon? Option 1. Do you craft a business and a business web page and many reviews of said business and set up camp in the woods? That means you hire a van, you get flyers, you get the costumes, you craft a whole persona. For instance, you, yourself, owner of a humble groomer. It's been your lifelong dream to be a groomer, and you've trained for years, studied in all the regions, so you know how to cut every single type of Pokemon there could ever be. And all you've ever wanted is to groom a Pikachu. Again, you have to commit. Commit to the bit. Do you do all this and set up camp and hopefully form, create, achieve a clandestine meeting between you and the dwarves, and they just happen to give you their Pokemon to groom, and you captured them. And you drive away scot-free with your very own Pikachu and a few alternates. That's option 1. Oh, I know it takes weeks, sometimes even months of planning to achieve such amazing results. Remember, effort counts. Option 2. Do you figure out where they're going? Then, in the middle of their path, dig a very, very, very large hole. Huge. And then cover it with a little bit of leaves, a little bit of branches here and there. And then you dress up as a wild, scary Pokemon that no one has ever seen, and chase them through the woods so that they fall into the hole, where then you steal their Pokemon. Trust me, I know. It takes a long time, a lot of dedication to dig a hole that deep. But you do it if you're part of Team Rocket, and it gets results. And your final option is you wait until nightfall, and while everyone is asleep, you sneak into their camp and just steal the Pokemon. Nobody knows where they went. Nobody knows who took them. Basically, you get away scot-free. Now, which option do you take? Wrong! That is wrong! You do not pick option 3, you pick 1 or 2. We hold ourselves here at Team Rocket to to a higher standard? That sort of answer would get you thrown in with Team Magma, Team Aqua. Not Team Rocket, that's for sure. I am very, very disappointed. Let me flip the page. For question 2. Twerps are coming. They're coming. Pick your disguise. Option 1. Do you craft an entire circus? Make yourself its ringmaster. Lights, camera, action. A nice little beam of light goes down on you in the middle of the circus. And then you call upon somebody from the crowd, a Pokémon perhaps, and you put them in a box, and then you make them disappear before their very eyes, and then the circus is done. Pikachu never reappears, and you get away scot-free. This also takes a few times of planning, but being a ringmaster is quite revolutionary. You understand? It takes commitment, but people always believe a circus performer. Take it from someone who has been there, done that. Option 2. Are you a rising pop star, debutante? Just imagine hiring a flock of people to just surround you with taking pictures. Flash, flash, pose, 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 pose. And everything is so bright, so flashy. Everything's so loud that a ruckus happens, and as you walk away, continue to be surrounded by the people that you hired to take your picture. Suddenly, the twerps Pikachu is gone. Who could have taken it? Certainly not the debutante pop star in the making. Now that one is very fun, but it requires a lot of money up front, because you do have to craft your own social media pages, and you do have to make sure that you have enough money left over for the outfit, and make sure that you also hire a lot of people to take your picture. That's the only way it works. You understand? Option 3. Do you make yourself a journalist, a news anchor, a photographer for a well-known, world-renowned publication, and you just have to interview a cute little Pikachu? And so, of course, the twerps allow you to, because they want their Pikachu in the starring issue of Pokémon Weekly, or something to that effect. And suddenly, you have to do it alone. That is the only way you can get to the true heart of the Pikachu's wants, needs, hopes, dreams. But what's that? There's a window. You take the Pikachu and run. And get away scot-free. Or option 4. You are some rando that just takes the Pokemon and nobody knows who you work for, or your face, or anything else about you. A perfect little snatch and grab. Snatch and grab. Snatch and grab. Wrong! That is wrong. You are wrong. Options 1, 2, and 3 would be fine. But option 4? How else will anyone know who you are, who you work for? We are here to bring not only strong Pokemon to the boss, but also world renown to the boss. You understand? It's not just about us. It's about him. And people knowing that he's powerful through us as elite Team Rocket members. another mark against you. But maybe you'll make up for it with this final question. It's an easy one. It's a very, very easy one. Do I make myself clear? This is your final shot. Are you ready? Good. Right. Which of these Pokemon do you steal for the boss first? Option 1, Charizard, a fire-breathing lizard. You think it's a dragon, but it's not a dragon. It's a little short, but very powerful, very flashy. It's only like 5 foot nothing. But that's besides the point. Very powerful, very well known. Many a champion have used Charizard, so keep that in mind. Option 2, Gyarados. A flying serpent. Water. Looks like a flying water dragon or a worm, and yes, it does fly. Sometimes, if you're lucky enough, you could look to the sky on a rainy day. And what's that? Is that a flying worm? No, it's a Gyarados in the sky, flying above us. Very powerful, very intimidating. In fact, it has the ability to intimidate. So, that's an option. Option 3, Tyranitar. A giant green rock dragon. It looks almost like Godzilla. Very intimidating, also not very tall, but that's besides the point. Very strong, most dragon types are. That Pokemon would be very lucky to belong to the boss. In fact, all of these Pokemon would be very lucky to belong to the boss. So keep that in mind. Or your final option, Pikachu. A small, yellow rat. No, it's not evolved to Raichu. It's just a Pikachu. You only ever wanted as a Pikachu, never a Raichu. Remember that. But it's something small, something tiny, a rodent. So which of these do you steal for the boss first? Pikachu is correct. What a smart little grunt you'll be. Always take a Pikachu first. Always. So based on what I see here, and I gotta say, you got a lot of things wrong. You got all the questions wrong. The motto wrong. Where's your Team Rocket pride? Do you think we're just something like Team Galactic? No. We have pride. But seeing as you are our only applicant, you get the job. Yay! Welcome to Team Rocket, Grunt. I will be your superior. But first and foremost, we have to get you outfitted in your new uniform, because this is not it. This is not it. You're not giving Grunt. You need a cap. A black shirt with a big red R on it. And some black pants and some black boots. And I also have to see if your Inkay is in stock. Lucky you. Someone's going to get a Malamar. So, I'm gonna go get this processed. Don't you worry your pretty little head about anyone else looking at your results. That was just to scare you. We have actually been pretty dry in terms of recruitment recently. So, let's go get you outfit. uniform, Inkay, and your very own Grunt room. It's a standard issue room. I hope you don't mind, and I will also show you where the cafeteria is and everything else you might need. It's great for a new face to be part of the family.